Hey, what's up YouTube? It's FlexiMan54 bringing a YouTube video of my deck profile of the deck that I played for the Cardfight Vanguard Bushiroad sponsor event for World Championship qualifier in New York. By the time I came to round 8, I got to round 8 obviously, and I got to table 3, and I got kicked out during that round because that was my second loss, and it was just nerve-wracking to be honest during that time because I never actually in any card playing game, trading card game event, I've never gone past table 30. I've never gone past table 30, and to be at table 3 at round 8 was really nerve-wracking. So I definitely got top 32. I don't know exactly where I was. I think I got around the 18 to 25th range. I know I was like one of the highest ranked players there. Just a really bad loss during the round 8 because I just made so many misplays because again I was nervous and I was like, wow, I can't believe people were actually watching this match because I was the only one in the whole top 8 table that was actually not, I wasn't during top 8, like during round 8, during the first 8 tables, I was the only Aqua player the whole time, and I think during top 32 tables as well because I didn't see any other Aqua player there. So without further ado, this is my deck, and hope you guys enjoy. I'm not going to do my future card buddy fight deck profile because I am still trying to get more of the new cards for the Shadow versus Hero, because Hero is my deck. It's my favorite deck right now. I hate Dragon World. Magic World I was considering, but I don't really like it as much as I used to. Dungeon World I hate it. And Ancient World doesn't like it. The Hero was my favorite clan to play, my favorite world to play for buddy fight. But right now, I didn't really do so well. I won 1 win, 4 losses, and I just dropped out the 5th round. I wasn't feeling well. I think the food there got me sick, so it's mostly because of the grease of the French fries, and you know I just don't like grease. So, well, for his deck profile, for the starter, we are playing Officer Cadet Audrey. What she does, this thing would zoom in, zoom. Basically, it's a 4-runner. G-break 1. Put counterblast 1. Put this card in the soul. Choose one of your rear guards until on the turn it gets this effect. At the end of the battle, this unit attacks the vanguard. Restand this unit, and this unit gets plus 2,000 power. This gives me so many win conditions. It's not even funny. Especially during my first turn, where I can stride before my opponent. I would like to go stride and go into to this guy, Tidal Board Dragon. Just play 1 extra rear guard, and then basically attack with the rear. Put this in the soul. Attack with the rear guard, restand it, attack it, and then the third attack. This comes in handy, and that's just for 1 extra rear guard. Usually, I was more concerned about the X feature match because the X destroys all my rear guards, and a lot of times the X won't have any targets because I only have like one rear guard in the background, and so basically all their effects are useless until it's too late for me to spam the field. For the triggers, I am playing 8 critical triggers for the Supersonic Sailor, if I can grab the cards properly, and of course 4 of the Blue Storm Marine General Despina. As you can tell, I do play the what's it called, the unblockable Maelstrom Supreme Dragon Glory Maelstrom lock during the final turn, but I've never actually pulled her effect off really. Only during the last table 8 I messed it up still, so it was because I'm nervous in the top 8 tables. And then of course we play 4 draws. Put in the soul, give a unit plus 3,000 power. It's so good. I like this card a lot, and I wish we had another one in the deck. And of course, we are playing the 4 sexy heal triggers. Alright, so that's my grade 0s. On to the grade 1s. We are playing 4 of the regular perfect guards. The Blue Storm Battle Person Sense Electra. Only because the X is still alive and basically attacks my rear guard. The unflipper damage one doesn't really do much, so I might also just keep this in the deck because it's still good. And then we got 4 of the Kelpie Rider Nikki. which is your stride enabler, because stride enabler is good, and striding into this guy is really good without paying the cost of grade 3 when you use the grade 3 as a rear guard to attack multiple times. And then we got 2 of the Battle Siren, Stacia. Stacia, I have a lot of weird feelings about her. I don't really like her as much as I used to. It's G-Break 1. When a card in the back row, you can attack from the back row and gets plus 3,000 power for G-Break 1. Never really used her. I kind of used her mostly just to boost my monster in the front row, and it really didn't really come in handy. It just came once in the whole tournament during round 8, and I still managed to mess that up. The one card I really was happy about was playing was 3 of the Battle Siren or Thea. If you don't know what her effect does, I would definitely understand why you would know, because nobody knows what this card does, and it makes it really good. First off, we have to mention is the resist. This card cannot be targeted by my opponent's card effects, so basically X's destruction or any other destruction that the X players play is useless. Lock units cannot use this. So basically this card, it makes you cry because of the resist. Alright, for the G-Break 1, is G-Break 1, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. At the end of the battle that this unit boosted the rear guard, you may pay the cost. And if you do, choose one of the boosted unit and restand it, and that unit gets minus 5,000 power. It makes my units, my unit that I boosted, an instant title assault. So good. I love this card. I love it to death. This card won me 3 of my matches that day, because I would attack for 6 times. They're like, okay, so it's my turn now, right? I'm like, no. Once I boosted this unit with my front row units, I'll Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, restand it again for a 7th or 8th attack. This gives me so many more attacks, it's not even funny. I just love that card, and I want to thank my friend Dark Honest 127 for actually recommending me for playing this card, because it won me so many games, it's not even funny. For my grade 2s, we are playing 4 of the Blue Storm Soldier, Rascal Sweeper. The most broken card in the deck, in my opinion. One of the most broken cards, because it's a grade 2 Basil. If you have a Maelstrom in the Vanguard circle and attacks a Vanguard, gets plus 2,000 power, no matter what. And if it's the first attack or more, it switches places with the unit behind it. And it's no G-Break, it's just whenever there's a Maelstrom in the Vanguard circle. So basically, this is a potential 11k beat stick, no matter what. Alright. And then basically, the last of the grade 2s, we are playing 4 of the Tidal Assaults. Obviously broken, multiple attacks, the fearful of the getting critical trigger power boosted onto this yard, multiple time attacking. So let's see, I had one opponent where I had 2 critical triggers on this guy after the Lambroke combo. So basically it was 29,000 by itself, 29 plus 2 critical, restand, 24,000 plus 2 critical, and of course I did do this one time. This is 31,000 plus 2 critical, perfect. Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, restand again for the 3rd attack for 19,000 plus 2 critical once again. Usually sometimes when I go for that many times attack, my opponent would lose many cards in hand, and I would actually win the game because of Stacia. And Stacia, like I said, is so good. I don't know why people are not playing it. So many people don't know what that card does, but this combo right here is awesomely broken. And then, of course, the last of the grade 2s, we are playing 2 of the Magnum Assaults. Didn't really seem as much, but during the early tournament game, this came really handy. G-Break 1, Counter Blast 1, when this card attacks and it's boosted, restand it back up with 2,000 power. So it's basically like my Officer Cadet Audrey by itself. But I really didn't like him in here as much. I would probably play more of a different grade 2, such as the High Tide Sniper. This card with Stacia was my win condition most of the times, because sometimes when I'm doing Lambroke combination, it would be 19,000 by itself, 19, 26 plus skill, 26 out. So that'll be 36,000 by itself. Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, restand it. So now it's be 14,000. attack it again for 14,000 opponent's vanguard, plus Soul Blast of 1 for him would be 24,000 back to up. This was another of my awesome combos that I had, along with Tidal Assault with Stacia, or Thea, that made the deck so broken. So that's my grade 2s. Grade 3s, we are playing just a random generic Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. I don't really use his effect. I never used any of their effects actually, so it was just in here for the crosshair ability. Then we are also playing 3 of the Blue Storm Karma Maelstrom Reverse, just in case I can pull it off and it's the very last turn I can attack and your opponent can't. When the opponent blocks, it destroys the opponent monster and draw a card. Same with this card. If attack hits, this one if attacks hits, counterblast 1, draw 1 card and destroy opponent's monster. This one if you block it, counterblast 1, lock a unit and draw a card. And of course we are playing the Karma Dragon, the Supreme Dragon Glory Maelstrom of the whole deck. This card was a meh in the deck. I mean, I like the deck the way it is, but the grade 3 lineup, I don't really like the regular Maelstroms in here. I'll probably go with 4 and 4 of these, because the regular Maelstrom, if the attack hits, it hits, but who cares really? I mean, nobody's gonna let me hit it on the 4th attack or more. I'm usually gonna use these guys anyway. So I'll probably next time I'll probably go 4 Karma Maelstrom reverses and then regular Supreme Dragon Glory Maelstroms next time, so I can pull off the unblockable Maelstrom with this guy. And next for the Stride deck, we are playing 4 of your favorite spammy card, Lambroke. What it does is basically, if you guys don't know, during the 4th attack or more, if I can focus this, 4th attack or more, turn 1 of these cards in Stride deck zone face up, and if it's during the 4th attack or more, I choose 2 of my rear guards, restand them, and they both get 10,000 power if there's 2 or more G units in the G zone, which usually during the second time you stride there is 2 of them. So this card makes the deck so much broken now, it's ridiculous. Next, we are playing just 1 Tidal Bore Dragon, only because Tidal Bore, when it attacks during the 3rd attack or more, I draw a card and I can call up to 1 unit if I want to. Sometimes I don't even call any more units if I really need to, but sometimes I only just call no unit. I call 0 units, and that is a legal play. It says right here, choose up to 1 card from your hand and call it to rear guard. As long as you call up to 0, I'll call 0 units to call, that's legal. And then of course we are playing the 1 generic Blizza. Usually during the 3rd time I stride, I got enough cards in my G zone to overwhelm my opponent after the onslaught Lambroke. And of course the 2 stride cards I never used in the whole tournament was Blue Storm, Martial Dragon, Admiral Maelstrom. Basically when this card hits, choose counterblast 1 and choose a face down card from your G zone, turn face up. When this team attack hits a vanguard, it's 4 attack or more, and I have a Maelstrom, since the whole deck's Maelstrom, heart card. I can pay the cost and choose 3 of my opponent's rear guards. For every one of these copies in my face up, my G zone, he gets the ability to destroy 1 of the units, but your opponent chooses the unit, which is really bad, in my opinion, because you might as well just go with the Karma Dragon Maelstrom reverse to destroy a unit, and because you get to choose, not the other way around. So that is my deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's been a while since I made a deck, and it's mostly because that I just have too much things going on right now. Usually with work, I actually just got a new job and pays more and actually has more flexibility than my old job. So basically, hopefully I can play some more card games, but believe it or not, it's mostly more of a full-time job, almost salary job. So it's going to be harder for me to try to play because I'm more focused on work and trying to be more successful in my life than playing a silly card game. So I hope you guys enjoy the deck, and I hope remember to rate, subscribe, comment below, and give me a thumbs up on the video if you like it. And I hope more videos are going to come soon. Peace out, guys, and I hope to see you guys soon.